Alright, welcome back. So in this video I'm going to add some additional interior walls. We're in exercise 4-2. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to my level 1. So double click on level 1. And then it says, it kind of gives you an illustration. You know, it says, okay, now you should know enough to kind of match what the book looks like. So we're going to give that a shot. So I'm going to go up to wall. And I want to use this basic wall interior 4 7/8, same one as these other ones here. And I'm just going to basically just kind of sketch what looks like the book has. So I'm going to draw a wall down here. We're going to go straight up. I'm going to click on modify. I want to select this wall. And so this wall is going to be, it's going to be 18 feet from the center of this wall to the center of that wall. So I'm going to type 18 right here. Move that over. Then we're going to add a wall. Looks like one goes over here to there. Hit to cancel. We're going to add another wall somewhere up in here, over, straight over, cancel. Then there's another wall that's kind of aligned with this one, so I'm just going to click that and draw it straight over a little bit. It doesn't go all the way to this other wall, so I'm just going to left click it, right click, cancel. And then there's another wall that goes like from here, let's see. Wall. There's a wall from here, kind of goes up a little bit. It's going to be in line with this wall, so over here. We can adjust that in a minute. Right click, cancel. So yeah. All right, let me zoom in on this area here. So I want to hit the modify to get out of any command I'm in. I'm going to select this wall. I want to use the align tool, and I think what I want to do is I'm going to change my detail level from medium to coarse. That way I don't have all these extra lines, so it kind of helps me not align to something that I don't want to. So I'm going to align to this, which it already looks like it is, and then I can hit the lock button on that. Go to modify. Actually, let me do this one too. So I'm going to select this wall. I'm going to align this side with this side. Hit the lock button. Hit the modify. And then I'm going to click on this wall here. This wall is going to be 4 feet from the center. I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to left click this dot and left click and hold it down and drag it over here. So now from the center of this wall to the center of this wall should be 4 feet. Right click, cancel. And then, so this door, they're going to move over here, and then they're going to kind of trim this out. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to delete this door. Select it. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to click this wall and hit the splice. Or slice, split, splice, slice, whatever you want to call it, the split element. And I'm just going to kind of pick a spot somewhere in this general vicinity. And then I'm going to hit this trim extend to corner. So I'm going to click this wall, click up here, click this wall, click down there. Then I'm going to come in here to architecture door. We're going to add a single flush 36 by 84. Which is going to be on this wall. It's going to open out like that. Then what I want to do is hit the modify. I want to select this door. I want to click on this dot here and move it to the face on this side wall. Click this dot, I want to move it down. So the distance from our wall to our door opening is going to be 0 space 4 inches. Hit the modify, so we're good with that. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. All right, so I'm going to click on this end of this wall here. And this dimension here, I'm gonna drag this when I move it over to the middle of that wall there. So from the middle of this wall to the end of this wall, they're telling us that that needs to be 10 feet. So I'm gonna type in 10. So we're good there. And then I'm gonna add a door, single flush, 36 by 84. It's gonna be up at the top of this wall here. So it's going to open against the wall, so I'm going to hit my space bar to flip it. Going to hit the modify, so now I just want to make sure this is 4 inches off the wall. So zoom in here, I'm going to be 0 space 4. So we got that one where it should be. There's going to be another door. Let me zoom out a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna make sure this wall is in the right location. So I'm gonna click this wall here. I'm gonna grab this dot and drag it down to this wall. So I want from the face of this wall to the center of this wall, that needs to be 18. Kind of had it where it was supposed to be. And then I'm gonna click this wall. So this wall from the center of this wall, center of this wall is 12 feet. And then we got that. So now let's see. I need to add a door. Let me zoom out. So there's a door up here. There's going to be a door here. Go to door. Single flush 36 by 84. It's going to go here, but it's going to flip this way. Hit the modify. Now it looks like this door is not 4 inches off that wall. It looks like they got like a center line going on. So from what I have does not look like what they got, because we got doors over here, right? We got a door. The one that they're showing does not have doors there. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But just to kind of follow what they have going on, I'm going to annotate detail line. I'm going to draw a line from the outside here to the outside there. Right click, cancel. Going to draw another line where this midpoint is. Kind of drag it straight across, which is kind of what it looks like they have in the book, right? So, except theirs is going to be, let me right click again, cancel. I'm going to select this line. I'm going to change it from thin lines to, let's say, overhead, so it's a dash like theirs is. And then it looks like they have this door aligned to that. I'm not sure why that is, but okay. So I'm going to click this door. I'm going to go to a line. I'm going to click this little dash line we made. Click this door. I don't want to lock it. Modify out of that thing. So there we go with that. All right, so now what do we got going on? So they have this door and these windows copied over here to this wall as well. So let's do that. So that door, I'm gonna click on just to find out what it is. That's a double glass 68 by 80. So I'm gonna go up to my door here. I'm gonna look for that. Double glass 68 by 80. I'm gonna place it in here. I'm gonna right click cancel. I'm gonna go up to architecture, window. In my properties, I'm gonna grab these side lights here, 18 by 84. I'm just gonna put two, just 1, 2, put 2 down here, 1, 2, cancel out of that. I'm gonna hit the, let me cancel out again, sorry. I'm going to select this window. I'm going to go to align. So I just want to align everything that I just put in here make sure it's aligned to these. So I'm going to click the middle of this window and the middle of this window. So those are aligned. Click the middle of this window, the middle of that window. You get the idea. Click the middle of these doors, middle of those doors, middle, 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 middle. There we go. So now we have all those aligned. I have to modify the cancel out of that. All right, so zooming out, let's take a look and see what we got. So I think we're good on this left side. We got those two walls. We got that. There's a door there. It's just kind of opening here. Yeah, I think we're good on this side. Now let's move over to this other side over here. So I'm going to draw another wall. And it's going to be in line with this wall. So notice mine's on the wrong side, so I'm at the space bar to flip it over. So now it's lined up, hopefully. Right click cancel. There is a little wall that here and goes down and over. Right click cancel. There's another wall that goes up here somewhere. I'm just gonna randomly just draw some vertical walls here and put another one over here. Right click cancel. So we kind of got those. Now let me move these where they need to go. So modify, click this wall. So from the face of this wall to the center of that one is going to be 16. And then click this wall. And then the center of this wall to the center of that is 10 foot 6. And then this wall, click that one. Center to center is 4. And then click this one. From the center of this to the center of that is going to be 6 foot even, like so. And then we need to slice this or split it. So I'm going to select this wall. I'm going to go up to my split element. I'm going to split it right there. Go to my little corner thingy-majiggy. I want to square it off there. Square it off here. There's going to be a door there. Architecture. Door. Oh, I don't want that door. I want to go back to my single flush 36 by 84. It opens up that way. Right click cancel. Let me modify out of here. I'm going to select this door to move it to where it is 4 inches off this wall. 0 space 4. I'm going to select this. Oh, this says change door to single flush without glass. So I'm going to select this door. We're going to change it to this one, 36 by 84. And then I'm going to select it to move it. Wait, let me modify out of this. Now select this door. Now, I want to move it from the inside to the opening. That's going to be 0 space 4. It's a lot of work here. I'm out of breath. Okay. Okay, let me zoom out. Let me see what we got. Okay, we got some doors we need to add over in this area here. So I'm going to go door. I need a door here that opens against this wall. There. I need one over here. Opens against that wall as well. I'm going to have to modify. And again, we want to move these to where they're 4 inches off that wall. 0 space 4. So we're good there. Select this one. That's going to be 0 space 4. Okay, we got that. We got that. Let me zoom out a little bit and see what we got going on. I think we're good. I think we're good. We got that. I don't need this. I don't need that line. I'm just going to delete this construction line I made. I might keep this center line in there for now. The center construction. It's not really a center line, but it's a line that I made dashed. Okay, so also notice is like in the book on this page, like 4-7, it may be different from whatever book you have, but this door is swung the other way, but it never said to swing it back this way. But I'm just gonna leave it. It depends on which page you look at to see which way this door is opening to, but yeah, that's kind of weird. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it just like that. Okay, what we got on the next page? Okay, now we're gonna go to the level 3. I'm gonna double click on level 3 here. And then we're gonna add some walls up here in this top left corner. So I'm gonna go to wall. Just gonna draw a wall here, bring it over here. It's probably gonna go, I don't know how far this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know, I'm just gonna bring it up here. I can move it in just a tad bit. All right, so we got that. And now it's gonna be 14 feet. Hit the modify. This wall is gonna be 14 feet from the face of this wall. The face of that wall to the center is 14 feet there. I need to add some more walls, like maybe one here. Right click, cancel. Maybe another one here. Right click, cancel. I'm gonna hit the modify. Select this wall. This one is gonna be 17 feet off the face of this. That's 17. I'll click on this wall. From center to center, that's gonna be 17 again. Oh, did I do that? I think I didn't do that. 17. Okay, there we go. Now this wall, from center to center, that's gonna be 9, 6, 9 foot 6, so 9 space 6. We're good there. Now we're gonna add some doors. I'm gonna put one here, put one over here, but flip it. Put another one here. I'm gonna hit the modify. Now, as usual, we're gonna make sure these are 4 inches off the wall, so. 0 space 4. Click this one. 0 space 4. This one from the inside face to the door opening. That's 0 space 4. We're good to go there. Okay, now what? Now what? Okay, now we're going to use the mirror command to mirror the walls to the other 3 corners. So we're going to need another reference plane, aren't we? So I'm going to go to annotate, detail line. I'm going to draw a line from the middle here, just up a little bit. Right click, cancel. I'm going to draw a line from the middle of this. Since we don't have any doors in here blocking it, so it's a full wall, we can use the midpoint of this one, kind of drag it over to the right just a little bit. So I'm going to click on modify. So we're going to select these. I just kind of drew a crossing window around these walls and doors that we made. I'm going to go up to mirror. I'm going to use this as my first mirror line. And then let me select these hold down Control, select these. So now I want to go back up to mirror. I'm going to mirror them about this line on the other side. Hit the modify. So we're good to go there. Okay, so we're almost there. So now what we're going to do is it wants us to remove this room here on both sides. So I'm going to select this wall, press delete. I'm going to select this wall, go up to my little square trim extend the corner thingy. I'm going to select this wall, select that wall. For this that pops up, just put select, you're going to click delete instance and then do the same thing here. So while I'm here, I can just go ahead and hit that, delete instance, modify out. So I'm going to delete this wall. So now we're good to go there. I'm going to leave these kind of like our center lines in because we may need them later. I don't know. And then it says we're going to save our project. So save your project. We're going to go File, Save As, Project. We're going to save it as EX4-2. I already have. Alright, I'm going to cancel out of that because I already have mine saved, but just make sure you save yours. Then the last thing that we want to do is we're going to change the floor to floor height. So I'm going to double click on my south elevation. I'm going to zoom in here. So I'm going to, for level 3, I'm going to double click slow on the height here and change this from 20 to 24. Press enter. And I'm going to select on the 10 feet, double click it. I'm going to change this to 12. And then it changed our floor to floor heights. Yeah, so now save your project again. And then we'll be done with that. So I like how at the beginning of this chapter it said, let me go back. It says this short exercise will reinforce the commands. Yeah, that was not a short exercise. That was like, we're running on 23 minutes. All right, so anyway, save that. And I hope that helped. And I'll see you back in the next video. All right, peace out.